At the end of the day, I kind of let people's opinions change my own wants and opinions in a way, I guess you could say. So before the Tesla, I used to have a Subaru WRX STI. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys right now, deep down, when I was alone and it was just me in that WRX STI, and it was just me, I loved the frick out of that thing. I loved it so much. I would take the long road every day. My girlfriend Brenna would sometimes get aggravated how long I would stay out when I would go to get groceries or something, because I would always take the long way whenever I would take that car out. I just enjoyed to drive it so much. So much. But I noticed something with the Tesla that I couldn't get off my mind a month or two after I bought it. There was no passion anymore in driving the Tesla. There was completely none. Nothing. There was just nothing. Like, it was so odd. Like, I went from taking the long roads and being excited every day to start my STI and go get the mail or get the groceries or whatever. Like, I was genuinely excited to start the STI and drive it. But I noticed that I wasn't with the Tesla a few months after I got it. I was just like, okay, this is a transportation device from A to B, and it's very comfortable, and that's that. That's all it is, and that's all it ever will be, because you cannot put a 6-speed manual in a Tesla. You cannot give it engine intake turbo sounds. You can't do all that. So I quickly started to realize and, you know, come to the realization that the Tesla was just not going to be the car for me. You know, I realized that like 2-3 months after buying it. You know, I realized that, but I also kept it inside of me for a while, because I did not want, you know, you buy something as big as this, as big as a freaking Tesla, okay? When you do stuff like this, it's supposed to be kept for a long time, and you're not supposed to make mistakes. At least that's what I've been told my whole life. You know, you're not supposed to make mistakes. You know, you always make the right decision. That's just how I was raised and stuff. So I felt stuck. I felt like, well, I can't get rid of the Tesla because it's a big decision. I already made videos about why I love it and stuff. And so to go back and sell it within 3 to 5 months of buying it, I mean, goodness gracious, that is just, I don't know. So I talked to some of my family members and some people and some of my friends, and I was just like, okay, you know, everybody agreed with me and supported me and said, you know what, do whatever the hell you want. And at the end of the day, I don't need anybody's, like, I don't need anyone's opinions. I don't need anything. You know, I can literally sell the Tesla and just not tell anybody and do whatever I want. But I feel like I'm obligated for some reason, you know, maybe it's because I've been doing YouTube for a long time. I feel like I'm obligated to tell everyone what I do and what I've done and what I'm doing and share my story. And I want to, because stuff like this would not be possible without everybody that watches my YouTube channel. So I feel like I want to share everything with everyone. So I was just scared to do anything and sell the Tesla because, you know, I was scared to be judged that, you know, it's the wrong decision and all that stuff. And yes, selling the Tesla, it can be the wrong decision for some people, but for me, what I truly love and what I truly like to do and have a passion for when I'm alone driving is a 6-speed freaking manual, intake sounds, turbo. Oh my god, like, I just enjoy it so much. It genuinely brings me happiness when I drive that car. And it's just constantly engaging. I'm constantly doing stuff, you know. And I spent an extra $20,000 to pick up the Tesla, and I would have never spent that money on gas in the STI. Never, ever. Even if I owned it for 8-10 years, I would have never spent that money on gas. So I think one of the most important things that I've learned so far in life is do not listen to what anybody says. All right? Just don't listen to what anybody says. But if they're giving their opinion on something that you know you like. Because I loved my STI. I absolutely freaking loved my STI. But I had people everywhere, you know, the whole time I owned the STI. It's gonna blow up. Head gaskets. It's too slow. It's too slow. Imagine spending $40,000 on a car with 300 horsepower. Okay. All right. So I was like, okay, let me try this whole high horsepower thing that everybody talks about. I also test drove a new Supra with 400 freaking wheel horsepower. I also test drove a GTR for the heck of it. BMWs and a whole bunch of crap. I just don't have any, I don't have any passion for some reason for BMWs or Audis. You know, what I wanted was, what I need and what I like is an all-wheel drive, manual, turbo that looks good and has like styling. As much childish it is, I love cars with like a wing. Like the STI, it just screams like my personality, you know? And there's nothing else out there. I looked and I test drove stuff. I test drove a Supra. I had a Supra for a day, one of the new Supras. I really didn't like the rear wheel drive. It was way too small. I couldn't even see out the freaking rear window. I was just like, yeah, way too uncomfortable. You know, it looks amazing, but I wasn't willing to sacrifice how I felt inside for the looks. And then the GTR, even a GTR, a freaking GTR, ladies and gentlemen, a GTR, okay, one of the like most iconic freaking cars. It's not a manual. That's a big thing. I wanted a manual. The Supra's not a manual or all-wheel drive. GTR is all-wheel drive, but it doesn't have a manual, and I kind of felt really disconnected from the car. And I realized that I really don't care about power. I have a 600 wheel horsepower, all-wheel drive, electric, instant torque car right here, but yet I really could care less. Because I realized how often can you hit, the second you hit the pedal in this, you're already above the speed limit and you're worrying. You know, and the thing about this, the thing about the Tesla and the power, it's very repetitive. So you do it a few times and it's amazing, but then you realize it's always the same thing. You know, every single shift in the STI is different. It's weird. It's like the car is tuned badly, so everything is different. You know, it's just, it makes it unique and fun every time. But the Tesla is so perfect with the power and everything that every time you use the power, every time you get in it, it is the exact same every time. Nothing is new, and it's just the exact same thing every time. And that's what a lot of people want, which is completely fine. You know, my girlfriend and I, who knows, we might end up selling her Crosstrek and getting a used long range like Model 3 for around the same price or something, or a little bit more, obviously. But because we love the Tesla as like a trip car and stuff, absolutely absolutely, we love the Tesla as a trip car, but as a car for me and who I truly am, it's just not the car for me. Yeah, so I think the most important things that I want you guys to leave, you know, leaving your heads with this video is just please do not, you know, don't let other people's opinions change what you truly think. Okay? You know, I saw a quote, I think it was by Eminem or something. I think it was like, I rather have no friends and be myself than have friends and not be myself. And that means a lot to me because, you know, I can buy a 700 horsepower Mustang and make everybody on TikTok and Instagram happy, you know, and there's still gonna be, you can have a Bugatti, Lamborghini, and people will still make fun of you. It doesn't matter what car you have, it makes nothing matters, okay? You can have the best car in the world in all aspects. 1,000 horsepower, all-wheel drive, manual, you can have all of it. Give it an automatic transmission too, give it everything. Someone will still not like it. So find what you truly like and stick with it, okay? It's fine to try things. You know, it's definitely fine to try things. If I could go back and not sell my STI, would I? I don't think so, because I'm glad I tried this and I was able to find a 2021 STI with the new, stronger engine, and now I have that, and I think it was all meant to be. I think everything worked out. It was all meant to be. I'm selling the Tesla for more money than I bought it. I'm not really losing any money whatsoever. It was a great experience. So at the end of the day, I am not mad or sad that I tried the Tesla. I will be having a video soon of Carvana taking the Tesla away in that experience, so make sure to check that out. And I might have a video soon on my new 2021 WRX STI that I got. So very, very excited to make a video on that, you know, and start the whole mod process on the STI. You know, I'm gonna be uploading videos of modding the STI, so very excited. And another thing that was hard for me is the Tesla, without a doubt, is the best car for a YouTube channel. It gets the most views, it does the best when it comes to YouTube and views, and the STI doesn't do as well as that. So it was also hard because you got this car that's perfect in every way, but not every way for yourself. So I guess you just gotta decide. You have to decide what matters to you. So I just want you guys to think about that. If you're thinking about buying a Tesla or anything, just let me know. You know, I think if you're a regular person that has driven regular cars, you know, and you don't really have a lot, you know, I bet only a few % of people in the world have like this passion for that's why there's only like 1% of manual cars sold in the US. Okay, that's why. Because there's not that many people like me that have a passion for driving them. Okay, so it's gonna be, I feel like it's hard for a lot of people to understand where I'm coming from. It's hard for a lot of people to understand at all where I'm coming from. So just want to let you guys know about this and sort of give you guys some info and explain what's going on and why I decided to get rid of the Tesla. I know this has probably been a long video and a little bit all over the place. I tried to, you know, schedule or script it a little bit, but I kind of got lost, I think, just talking. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.